The emission regulation that made Toyota sell Marutis, and if speculations are to be believed, made BMW sell a 3-cylinder X1. I am talking about CAFE or corporate average fuel economy norms that limit CO2 emission. How does it work? It simply sets a target of CO2 emission for each manufacturer's entire fleet of cars, taking into consideration the average weight of a car in that fleet. But isn't this supposed to be about fuel economy? How come the targets are for CO2 emissions? Well, the correlation is pretty simple. The more fuel efficient a car is, the lesser fuel it will burn, and the lesser fuel a car burns, the lesser will be the CO2 emissions. So CO2 emission is directly proportional to fuel consumption as well as the weight. The CAFE 2 emission norms here in our case has an industry average curb weight of 1145 kilos, and the target CO2 emission for this average curb weight is 113 grams per kilometer. But what if the average curb weight is higher, like it might be in case of the Land Rover's fleet? In cases like that, the target CO2 emission is linearly scaled to the average fleet's weight. So if the Land Rover fleet has an average weight of 2290 kilos, which is twice the industry average of 1145, the target CO2 emission will also be doubled, so 226 grams per kilometer. Similarly, if Maruti's fleet has an average curb weight that is 10% lesser than the industry average of 1145 kilos, the target CO2 emission will also be 10% lesser, that is 102.6 grams per kilometer. I hope this explains CAFE norms. However, I do have a question for you. Which one do you think emits more CO2, a petrol engine or a diesel? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.